Okay, so to be honest, I am really not a fan of New Year's resolutions. I actually don't make any because I have unresolved resolutions from 2007. Yeah, let's let that sink in. Manani Goalies! Hi guys! Hi Goals Talk family! Hi sisterhood! Hi to everyone who's still contemplating whether or not to like click that subscribe button. But yeah, your heart is telling you to. What's up, guys? Ngingedwa this time. I know y'all had gotten used to me either being with the sisterhood or being with my sister. Sitle is acting cute in 2020, and she's like, "Girl, I really ain't trying to get famous." But yeah, this is gonna be a dim to you vlog, cause that's the heart of this entire thing. And what I just wanted to talk about is entering a new season, embracing change, and just getting into this year without all the stuff from last year. Um, I have tried my level best to be very honest on all my platforms, on my blog, on Goals, and now on Goals Talk. And I realized that I hadn't actually shared much on 2019 because, nyaloyana. No, really. I hadn't shared much because I'd just been in a space where a whole lot of things in my life were kind of like rearranging and shifting, and I was just making room for the change, embracing the change, going along with the change. Disclaimer: I really do not like change. On New Year's Eve, I got my regular New Year's Eve anxiety, and part of me didn't even want to celebrate, go out, go to church. And for the last 3 4 years, I have been going to church for New Year's Eve because I remember the last time I didn't go to church or didn't hang out with my family on New Year's Eve. I had this insane depression at midnight, and I was at a house party, and I just started feeling like crap. I should have just stayed at home. And then we started doing the whole church crossover thing, and there is so much peace, guys, in starting your year in church or ending it, whichever way you want to look at it. So I did a crossover at my church. Shout out to all the Healing Place people. Absolutely amazing church. And yeah, I hadn't shared on the wins, I hadn't shared on the losses, I hadn't shared on anything. And then I realized, okay, I'm in a new season now, and I'm trying to make room for the new. But it's time to acknowledge like what brought me here. So I thought, I'd share like my little story of 2019 in a nutshell, and all the new seasons and all the changes I had to go through. I actually quit my job. I quit my job, guys. I quit my job. I quit my job, and it was long overdue. I don't want to bash the work environment. I don't want to bash anyone, but it was just time for me to move out of that season. And it had been time for quite some time, but like I said, I don't like change. So I kept saying, okay, God, if it's really time to go, just give me a sign. And he'd give me a sign, and I'd be like, it's not that, it's not a visible sign. So give me another sign, which I know will definitely give me, that nudge. And then he'd give me another sign, and your girl just wasn't budging. I remember having this talk with my mom. I had this talk with my mom a few months before I actually went through with it. And I was like, I am thinking of, just doing my own thing, just branching out, just pursuing what I've been wanting to pursue for many years. And we had a very crazy conversation about black tax that had me so stressed out and so frustrated, which is a conversation for another day. I'm hoping we can be the generation that can get rid of this black tax nonsense, because wow, we cannot freely spend our hard suffered money, hey, because these work environments are so taxing. But anyways, that's like a story for another day. But we had this lengthy conversation about if you're sure, if you've gotten the go ahead from God, and if you have a game plan. It is so important to have a game plan. I know sometimes when you're so ready to step into your next, that you'll be like, okay, I'll figure it out as I go, which is which is originally what I used to do. Because when I moved out of home, like officially moved out of home, out of university, after university, I mean, I hadn't even gotten a job. I was still job hunting. And I had this conversation with mom. Like, these conversations with mom are very interesting. And I said, look, I want to move. I just want to push myself out of the nest. And that was the one time where just going with your gut actually worked for me, because I got my first job a month into moving out of home. And I just told myself, Yatini, I'm just gonna make it work because I wanna try this real life thing. And that worked. But Nyalo, I understood how there was so much at play. There was so much that I needed to consider before I could just go with the wind. So I needed a game plan. And luckily, God started aligning all these mini game plans. And one of the mini game plans was getting to work with Muzi, who y'all know as Mozaik The Producer. Shout out! I hope you guys have already, listened to Ngabe Ngahuzuka. That song addresses so much about the stuff we don't speak of and how it affects us and all of that. But yeah, anyways, yeah, links to that song is definitely underneath la gule video le, because I am all about pushing his brand. So I landed a job with Muzi. They're working at Muzi, and I am working at Claiming Ground Records. So that was one win in 2019. And I remember Twitter was buzzing with your biggest flex of 2019, and there were so many biggest flexes of 2019. Landing this opportunity with Muzi, and then getting to do this whole content creation thing on a whole other level, and finally just stepping out of the boat. Yeah, that was 2019. So many wins. There were a few losses, the end of some relationships, and just having to sit down with myself and be like, why do I keep going through the same cycles in love? And then the other loss was my hair. I haven't actually been able to share about my hair. And what I've been telling a whole lot of people was it was time. When anyone asks me, why did you do this? Why did you stop doing this? Why did you make this decision? The narrative has always been it was time. And with my hair actually started falling out. And at first I was in denial. And then I had to be real with myself and be like, girl, this is happening to your hair. It's tough because you're so attached to it. So now imagine I'm going through this. There's all this stuff going on around me, and it's affecting me, and it's affecting my hair. My hair is falling out, and I'm just like, what is happening? And I remember when I did my last protective hairstyle, at least in my head it was protective. My mom is doing my hair, and she's like, there's so many patches where there's actually no hair, and I think you need to start over. And being a person who really doesn't gravitate towards change too much, that really had me messed up. And it took me a while to finally be okay with the idea that I need to cut my hair. So I woke up one day and I was, trying to trying to tie up my hair, and I was like, Yatini, babe, you have seriously got to fix the situation right now. So I got up, got ready, headed into town, and I said, if I die, I die. Whatever happens, happens. Like, I was just at that point where I was so desperate to start over, so desperate for something different, so desperate to just start the process of healing. And that's a word, actually. The longer you're in denial about something that is wrong, the longer you're actually postponing your healing. So yeah, that's the losses in a nutshell. And I am looking forward to so many wins this year. And just going into this new season with an understanding that I can do all things. And you don't have to be a believer to actually use that in your own life. If you start speaking to yourself as someone who's powerful, someone who's capable, someone who's worthy of all the things that you are pursuing in 2020, the universe, like we commercially like to call it, has no other alternative but to just push back that much energy into your life. So if there's stuff that you haven't confronted from 2019, I really hope this video will inspire you to just do an introspection, Yana, and just take an inventory of all the stuff you didn't actually deal with, all the stuff you didn't speak of. So let's just go into 2020 with this energy. I would say we're not carrying any baggage from last year, that we took a few L's, but we learned. We had some few wins. You don't have to announce all of them. It's okay. Like, I didn't retweet my biggest flex of 2019, and I had so many flexes, some I'm not even speaking of in this video. And it's okay to not always share. You know, we live in a society that is constantly pushing us to like share your next big thing, your next, moments. And that's why so many of us fall into anxiety and we start having an identity crisis, because we keep marking our milestones and ticking them off against that of our friends. And everyone is in their own lane. We are each running our own race. In 2020, if there's anything you are going to take from this video apart from doing an introspection, is that please can we ultimately learn to run our own races and to just learn from all the bad and all the good and embrace everything and just embrace new seasons. And if you're still thinking, I'm not really sold on this Goals Talk girl and her conversation, it's okay, sis. We'll win you over eventually. I'm a very patient woman. And I'm looking forward to the next video. Sitla will be joining me. I won't be alone, So be on the lookout for that one. And Happy New Year. Happy 2020. Have you guys started doing your vision boards and just doing your resolutions? If only types lay. I mean, personally, I don't do them. I'm still a bit, they trigger me a bit because, 2007 was the year. But yeah, Happy New Year. May this year just be filled with so much abundance and healing and money.